Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Merge two sorted linked lists in reverse order. So let's see what the problem is trying to say is the problem is saying that we will be given two linked lists, okay, which will be in sorted order in themselves, right? And what we're going to give in the output is we want to merge these two lists in such a way that the resultant list is in reverse sorted order, okay? So if you see like in decreasing order, right? In decreasing order. So if you see that the resultant list contains 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? So the expected time complexity is O of n plus m, and the space complexity is no extra space is expected. Okay, that is O of 1. Okay, so let's see through take this example. Okay, so for example, 1, 3, 2, and 4. Let's slightly modify this example. We'll take 5 as well. Okay, now what approach we're going to follow is if this will be node 1, right? Pointer node 1 pointer pointing to this first list, and this will be node 2. Okay, node 2. Now what we'll have is we'll have a result pointer, okay, the output pointer, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start iterating. We'll check whether both this node 1 and node 2 are null or not. If they are not null, okay, then that means that both the pointers are pointing to some element, okay. So then we are going to compare if node 1 dot data, that is this value, is less than this value or not. If it is, then what we're going to take, what we're going to do is we are going to we are going to take another pointer node 1 dot next, and we'll assign it to temp, okay. And what we'll do is now this is the result which is pointing to null, right? So what we'll do, we'll node 1 dot next. So currently node 1 is what? It is 1, right? Node 1 dot next will point it to result, that is null. Okay, node 1 dot next. Okay, and then okay, whichever is the less, we are going to assign it to like we are going to consider that in the result. Okay, okay. Once done, node 1 dot next equal to result, then we are going to what we are going to do now. We are going to assign, right, this temp to node 1 now. So node 1 will be pointing here. Okay, node 1 will be pointing here in this particular. Okay, then again we are going to check, right, if node 1 and node 2 both are null, and then we are going to compare the values. Now this time 2 is less, right? 2 is less. So what we're going to do is again we'll be taking this node 1 node 2 dot next into temp, okay, into temp. And what we'll do, node 2 dot next with node 2 is what? 2, right? It is pointing to 2. So we'll okay. And one more thing I just forgot to mention, once we've done, right, node 1 dot next result, right? So result now, then we'll make result as this result equal to node 1. Okay, result equal to node 1 we're going to do. Okay, so result will be pointing here, and then we'll be comparing these two, 3 and 2. Okay, 3 and 2. So, such that now 2 is less, right, than 3. Then what we're going to do, we're going to have this temp variable node temp equal to node 2 dot next, right? And we'll be pointing this node 2 dot next to result. Result is what? This, right? So this is 2. Okay, this is 2. And then we'll be updating result as well. Okay, result equal to node 2, node 2. So node 2 is what? This, right? So now result will be pointing to this. Okay, and what we'll do, node 2 equal to temp. Okay, node 2 equal to temp will do. So now node 2 will be pointing to this one, 4. Okay, then we'll compare 3 and 4. Now node, we'll again check whether node 1 and node 2 both are null, both are not null. Then we are going to compare this, right? So this time 3 is less, 3 is less. So again the same thing we'll take temp over here, right? Temp over here. Then we'll um, assign node 1 dot next to result, right? And then we'll update result here, and then we'll update node 1 as well. Node 1 equal to temp, right? Node 1 equal to temp. So if you see, right, if you see the code as well, right? So here we are checking, right? Here we are checking both node 1 and node 2 are null, and we're checking the values. If it is node 1 data is less than node 2 data, then what we as I said, right? We are assign the next node as a temp, right? Node 1 as a temp. Then we are what we're doing, node 1. So for example, now node 1 was this, right? Node 1. Node 1 dot next equal to result. Result is this, right? So we are joining these two nodes, and then finally we are updating the temp. Temp is what? Temp is this, right? 5. So we are saying that node 1 is now, we'll assign temp to node 1. So node 1 will point to 5, right? So node 2 is here, and node 1 is here. Okay. So again we'll check whether node 1 and node 2 both are not null. Then so yes it is. Then we'll check, we'll compare again. So node 2 is less, right? So node 2 is less. So this condition will be executed now. Okay. So what we'll do? What we'll do? We'll point node 2, it's null, right? Here 4 dot next is null. So we'll point node temp equal to node 2 dot next, right? So it is here, right? Now temp is pointing to null, and then what we're going to do is we are going to say node 2 dot next, node 2 dot next equal to result. So what is okay? So for example 4, right? Node 2 is 4, right? So 4 dot next equal to result, right? And then we're going to update result, right? Result will be result equal to node 2, right? And then simply what we'll do, we'll assign temp to node 2. So node 2, right? Node 2. So temp is pointing to null, node 2 will also point to null. Okay. And then again we'll check this time both are not null. Like node 2 is null, right? So this condition will fail, right? We'll go down over there, right? We'll go down over here, right? For example, right here, right? So node 1 is still pointing here, right? So node 1 is not empty yet. It's not null. So we'll execute this one. We'll take the, now this is what, null, right? So we'll assign temp, we'll assign node 1 dot next equal to temp. So this is temp, right? This is temp. And then what we'll do, we'll node 1 dot next equal to result, right? 5 will be result. And then we'll update result here, right? And then what we'll say, we'll assign temp to node 1. So node 1 will also be pointing here, right? Right? In this way, it is solved. Similarly, if node 2 was null over here, for example, right? If we had finished traversing node 1, then node 2, the remaining nodes of the node 2 will be processed over here, right? And accordingly assigned to the result, right? And will return result. So in this way, see, we are getting reverse sorted way. Okay. So this is a solution. So I've already explained this, right? I've already explained this code, right? So similar code for C++ is, it's almost same, right? Only this asterisk portion we have, right? In C++. Okay, so what we're doing, we are iterating both the lists, right? And then we're checking if data is less than equal to, right? Then I've explained all this stuff. Okay. And if both are null, then simply return null. So this is a base condition. Let's submit it. So yeah, the solution is accepted. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much.